Hey guys, so welcome back. In this video, we'll be trying to solve the problem Pascal's triangle on Leetcode. Alright, given an integer num rows, return the first num rows of Pascal's triangle. Now, if you guys don't know the concept of Pascal's triangle, I'll explain it to you real quick. Okay, so say for example, we need a Pascal's triangle of row 5. Okay, so we'll just put row 5. So how Pascal's triangle works is that it always starts with a 1. Okay, let's do it over here. It starts with a 1. Then you have 1 here and 1 here. Then all you do is you add, right? Like you keep the first and the last numbers as it is and you add them. So over here, you have 1 here. Cause you're, okay, oops. Here you have 1 here. Cause this number is 1, right? Because here this number is 1. You have 1 below that. Then you add this one and you add this one, right? So you will have 2. Then you give this last one as it is, right? And you just follow this down. Again, or here you'll have 1. You add 1 and 2. You'll get 3. Then similarly add 2 and 1. You'll again get it like this. Then as usual, you add the last number as it is, right? So you basically add the numbers in between them and you just write down the first and last numbers as it is, right? Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a Pascal's triangle of row 5. So we need one more row, right? So we'll have 1 here. Add these two, we'll get 4. Then add these two, we'll get 6. Add these two, we'll get 4. And the last number comes as it is and we get it like this. Now this full thing is a Pascal's triangle of row 5. Alright, so now this is basically as to how it works. Now let's see as to how we can solve this. Alright, so over here you will have an answer array. Okay, now our answer array will be holding all the rows, right? So it will be holding 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1 and so on, right? So in the beginning, our answer array will be holding the first row by default, okay, because you need at least one row for the Pascal's triangle to become valid, right? So by default in the beginning, answer will be holding the first row. Now after that, you'll have a new variable called new. Okay, we'll just name another variable called new. This new will be the array used for storing the individual rows. So like say for example, I want to store the second row 1, 1. I'll be storing it inside new. Then I will append this new to my answer array. Okay, so what I'll do is the first thing is I will make a for loop. Okay, I'll make the for loop up till row minus 1. So here our row is 5, right? So I'll make a for loop from 0 to 4. Now the reason being is that I already have the first row's content inside answer, right? So I don't need that again. So I'll just make it from 0 to 4. Okay, now your for I loop will start. I will be 0. Now after that, inside the I loop, you will set new as equal to 1. Because as I said, the first and last numbers in any row will always be 1. Okay, so inside our I loop, we'll just set new as equal to 1. Now inside of this, we'll have a J loop going through the contents of I. Now in the beginning, I, as I said, is 0, right? So the J loop won't run, right? Because like 0 to 0, like it makes no sense. Then outside the J loop, we'll again add 1 to new because as I said, the first and last numbers are 1. Then we'll add this new to our answer, right? So now our answer will come something as a 1, which is already there, and we'll append new. So we'll get 1 comma 1, right? Now our new, we'll again run the for loop. I'll just be showing this for the first and second row, so it starts to make sense. Now again, the I value now will be 1, right? Now our new will again hold 1 because the starting value is always 1. The J loop will go from 0 to 1, right? Now when the J loop goes through 0, what we'll do is that inside the J loop, we'll add the numbers inside answer. Okay, so now our answer, right? We'll go to answer. Now our formula will be like this. We'll get answer I of j, right, plus answer I of j plus 1. Okay, this is our formula, right? So we're just basically adding the adjacent numbers. Like we'll add this and this, then we'll add this and this, right? Like that's the basic formula for adding adjacent numbers. Now we'll use that formula. All right. So here I is 1, right? So answer of 1 of j, which is what, 1, plus answer of 1 of j plus 1, which is again 1. You add them, you'll get the answer as 2. You'll append that inside your new. Now your new will have 1 and 2, and then the j loop will end, right? Because then the j will go to 1, the loop will break. Then outside the loop, as I said, you again add one more 1 to new, because the first and last numbers are always 1. Then you again append a new to your answer array and you move forward. Now that is the basic concept of this. Now for row 5, this same process will just like keep on going on until we reach I is equal to 4. Okay, I just explained for I equal to 0 and 1. This exact same thing will happen after I equal to 4. All right, now that's the basic concept behind this. And now let's try and code the solution out. Okay, so let's start. As I said, answer in the beginning, we'll have it as 1 default for I in range num rows, right? Num rows minus 1. Then inside of this, we'll set new equal to 1 because the starting number will always be 1. Then for j in range, we'll go up till I. All right. Then I'll just do new dot append answer of I of j. Oops, answer of I of j plus answer of I of j plus 1. Right. Now that is basically it. Now outside the j loop, we'll again add 1 because the last element will also be 1. Right. So let's do new dot append 1. Then I'll do answer dot append new to add the individual rows to the answer. Now after all this, I will just return answer as the output. Right. And this should work. Let's see if it works. Okay, it works. Let's submit. There you go, it works. Now that's how you solve this problem. If you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The code for this will be in my GitHub repository. I will be leaving the link down below. All right. Now that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.